record it?
Okay.
All right. Cool. Thanks for stopping, man. My name's Eddie.
Hi, Dr. Bob.
What was the name?
Dr. Bob McClure.
Dr. Bob?
I'm a retired college professor
Oh, okay, cool. What did you study?
of psychology.
Psychology. Oh, that's awesome. So how long did you teach?
Well, off and on, about 45 years. I was at UT Tyler for 34 years.
Do you know a guy, he lives in Jacksonville. I know him. What's his last name? I'm trying to think. Oh man, I can't think of it, but he's a psychiatrist as well.
I know one psychologist, Robert O'Maney, in
No.
Jacksonville.
I'm sorry, he wasn't a psychologist. I think it was maybe I'm trying to think of his last name, if you would know him. Let's see. Anyways, sorry, I can't remember. Okay, so just to give you an idea of how the talks usually go, I talk about whatever belief that you want to talk about, but typically the beliefs that people usually tend to go to are more supernatural. Like some examples are, I think karma is a thing. I think it's happening. I saw a ghost. I believe prayer works. I believe in a God. Stuff like that. Is there a belief that you really think is true you want to unpack?
I'm actually pretty much of an agnostic.
Okay.
I don't say that God exists or doesn't exist, but to say I don't know, and I don't believe that most people know.
You don't believe that most people
Really know whether God
Yeah,
exists or not.
Okay. Do you think, is there any belief that you, any supernatural beliefs that you,
Not really.
okay.
I think that, okay, I'm going to say something shocking.
Uh-huh.
I believe that religions were created by man
Uh-huh.
to do two things. One is to give us moral behavior, or a model of moral behavior,
Mhm.
help us live our lives better, get along with people. And a second is to help us die by creating the fable of heaven, so that we feel easier about dying.
Yeah.
I believe there's nothing after life.
Okay. So I normally don't go this route because it's not like a lack of belief isn't really a belief, but maybe we can talk about,
Now, a belief is, I believe that, there's nothing after death.
okay. Maybe we can talk about that. Okay. So, nothing after death. So, I want to, let's say, I use a confidence scale, 0% being I have no confidence, all questions, that there's nothing after death, and then 100% would be I have all confidence, no questions, there is nothing after death. Where would you find yourself on that scale?
Oh, probably 75%.
75%.
I would say that there's always a possibility I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. It's like
I hope there's a heaven.
it's like an extra level on a game. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the main reason that gets you to that 75%?
Scientific research.
Okay.
Basically we have, if something, what I've learned in my background is that if you can't prove it, it's probably not real.
Okay. So let me just kind of repeat what you're saying and just make sure I'm getting it right. If I'm not getting it right, just let me know. You're saying that the reason you believe that there's nothing after death is mainly because
Nobody's proved it.
there is no evidence to conclude there is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then obviously the other side to that would be if there were evidence, that would be what it would take.
Yeah, if there was evidence,
Yeah.
then that would change my
That
mind.
would bring you down on the scale. Okay. What would get you higher up on the scale? What would you have to discover to make you more confident that there is no life after death?
Oh, boy. That's like, how do you prove an untruth?
Yeah.
Or,
Well,
I don't know.
okay. Let me ask it a different way. Why aren't you 100% certain?
Because there's always a possibility that I'm wrong. Just like
Okay.
there's always a possibility that people are wrong in their beliefs.
Okay.
You know, I'm relatively sure that there's nothing, but I'm not 100% sure. My wife was a good Christian, and she was a believer in heaven.
Mhm.
I hope she's right.
Yeah.
And I'd like to join her, you know, after I die.
Right.
But I don't think it's likely.
Do you recognize that, or let me ask it a different way. Do you think that someone's preference or conviction in something makes something true, or makes it more likely?
No, I think that if you believe in something, you're more likely to behave in ways that make it more likely, or behave in ways that you know, forward your goals
Yeah.
towards it. You know, being optimistic, for example, as opposed to being pessimistic, means that you believe that you can be successful, and so you may work harder at being successful, or you may educate yourself. And so the belief that you'll be successful may lead to your being more successful than not.
Like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
if I believe that I can get to the end of this marathon, I'm more likely to keep going
Right.
rather than drop out. If I don't believe I can make it, I will probably drop out.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I've got a luncheon date. I've got to finish my walk.
Okay, sure.
So good luck with your.
Can I ask one question and then I'm done?
Huh?
One question. If you were wrong about there being something after death, how would you go about discovering it?
Dying.
That's a good answer. All right, man. Thanks so much.